This video is going to just show some best practices for creating instructional videos. As you begin this endeavor, we understand that this will put a lot of you out of your comfort zone. So we just want to give some things to consider as you get started doing this. All right. First and most importantly is, why should we include videos in our online courses? Studies show that students prefer video to text. What videos allow are for students to have a little bit more context than just reading the material. They can actually hear your perspective of whatever they're learning and then be able to use that to support what else they might be reading or doing to reinforce those ideas. And it also actually builds a connection between you and your students. If everything that the students look at right now is either just a PowerPoint or if it's just text, that is completely different from what they would be getting if they would be experiencing class with you live each day. So this actually helps build that connection and will allow them to kind of feel like included as part of your classroom. All right. One thing to consider before starting to make these videos is just to test your microphone volume prior to sharing. One thing that's nice about the training this week is that you're going to have a lot of opportunity to meet with different people. So you'll be able to kind of hear if your microphone is giving you a good enough sound quality. The sound quality does not have to be anything near perfect. You don't need to go out and buy a studio microphone to make it happen. But just make sure that your volume is set so when you're talking that everybody can at least hear you, or it doesn't sound like you're like shouting into the microphone to be able to get your point across then. Something else to consider is the length of your videos. Studies show that students have a limited attention span. So overall, it is better to have multiple short videos than to create one long one for a lesson. So it would be a good opportunity when you're going out and planning out how you want to create your lessons is to maybe break up your lessons into a couple short videos. Not only does this help students with their attention spans, but if the students actually need to go back to find something that they know was covered in the video, it's much easier for them to go back and look at the titles of the videos that you covered and then quickly be able to find what they need because the videos are much shorter. Right. And kind of going along with this, when you're creating your videos, include just the essential content. It's best to have your idea for your video mapped out in advance so that way there aren't any tangents and the students don't get confused with what the direction of the video is. So that the main goal is just to stay on point, stay focused on whatever the main objective for your video is, so you're able to keep that going in a really short, succinct manner. Right? And always at the beginning of your video, it's good to tell your viewers what you're going to be covering in the video, and that just gives them, it kind of sets the context for them. It lets them know what they're going to expect, and also lets them know if they're trying to go back to find something, if that'll be covered as part of the video or not. And then finally, the main goal for this is just to get comfortable using the videos and start to understand how you can use this to improve your online course. It's okay to have ums in your videos. If you notice, for a lot of the videos that we do, I don't sit there and edit out anytime that I say or anything like that. And if you find that you have too much downtime at the beginning or the end of the video, you can usually trim that out. You don't have to worry about too much dead time or anything. But don't stress yourself out trying to be perfect. At the end of the day, we know that it's going to be a time crunch to be able to put content out for the kids in this new format. And we don't want you to get stressed out over trying to make everything perfect. What I think will happen is, as you create videos more and more, you'll get more comfortable doing them, and you'll start to kind of work those kinks out yourself. All right. But hopefully this gave you some ideas and things to think about for creating online videos. The next videos that you're going to look at are going to basically be giving you a step-by-step guide on how to create videos with Microsoft Teams.